That is the issue with Chris Barnes, no question, Leslie. One of the best, if not the best in the world, but unable so far to have a lot of success on television.
Last night, Chris Barnes needed a win against Patrick Allen to claim the top seed. He bowled 280, his highest game of the tournament, which basically secured him no worse than $50,000.
Brooklyn strike. What a break to start it for Chris Barnes, and we saw the money and points on the line in this, our second major of the season.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is not what I wanted to see out of Chris Barnes. Throwing a Brooklyn, his first shot out of the gate, leads me to believe that his ball reaction may be as bad as Mika's. Advantage Patrick Allen.
Could be a good early sign for Chris. His mistakes in the past on TV have ended up in unmakeable splits. So it's a break, you never know. Six pin up for PA.
That was pretty good right there. That was quality.
I think he's being sarcastic.
That was good stuff.
A little pull,
I should do that every frame.
No, I don't think you want to do that, PA, if you want to win this championship. He'll fix it.
14-6 in his career on TV. We saw success in getting to the finals. For his 4-3 career coming in, can he win his 5th title and his first major? That's the question. Our Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup, Randy.
Incredibly close matchup. Really the only number that sticks out is the spare percentage. PA right now, all he needs to do is fill frames, stay clean, avoid trouble. It'll put an awful lot of pressure on Chris Barnes. Struck half of the time he was up in his last match.
Twisters the rack. You know Patrick very well. You know the sport of bowling, Randy, as well as anyone. How do you rebound and keep the emotions in check, as Leslie said with Patrick, after that roll-off?
Well, that's why we're professionals. I mean, professionals know how to keep their emotions in check, and the great ones have always been able to regulate their intensity and be able to just, control their emotions. It's okay to be emotional as long as it doesn't get in the way of what you're trying to do physically.
That's high, but a break again, just the 10 pin up. That could have been a tough split to look at.
This ball again high. The first shot he threw out of the gate went Brooklyn. Chris Barnes had practice prior to going on the air for this championship match and has yet to hit the pocket.
It was a long time ago, right? Before everything started, he was on the TV prior to practice, but in the stepladder format, he only has one game as he takes care of the 10 pin there. Qualified as a first seed, as Randy mentioned, an incredible last game in the positioning contest, the last of our round robin match play action last night through 280. Head-to-head with PA, pretty good.
And you can see that he bowled PA twice. He bowled him once in the round robin. Remember, round robin match play, you bowl everybody once. The 24th game being a position round.
Lane level look at it, all 10 down for Chris Barnes, who's trying to give himself an early birthday present. Friday, he turns 35 years old. That'd be a great happy birthday to me. Dating back to 98, 6 in a row for the top seed.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Overall in U.S. Open history, as the 4 goes down. Hey, how about that for Patrick?
PA takes another re-rack as we take a look at a huge break. That gives him an early double and a 10-pin lead.
Well, no NHL hockey this year after round 2 of negotiations failed, unfortunately, this weekend in New York. But 25 years ago, a group of young hockey players represented the U.S. in the 1980 Olympics. They beat the incredibly heavily favored Russian Olympic hockey team. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. said Al Michaels on his legendary call. Relive the thrilling action. Miracle on Ice 25th anniversary special on ESPN tonight at 8 Eastern Time.
You done over there? Guess not. Thanks.
Some of the fans moving a bit to Patrick's left.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Making sure there are no distractions. He's up 10. 20 with a strike. Goes for the turkey.
Are you kidding me?
Deserve it.
Catches a great
What you
break
get
the
for
frame
hitting the
before,
nose.
and then he just gets it right back in the teeth with a bad break there, leaving the 6-8. The last time Pia was distracted last game,
there.
he won. Get the ball over here, slide the 6 into the 8. Walter Ray, remember, left the right-hander 6-8, the 4-9 in his match, failed to convert.
Over 50% split conversions so far this week. Does he have it?
Wow.
No whiffs on a pair. So a lower pin count could really hurt Patrick Allen. Against Chris Barnes, the exciting final continues. We are coming up to Chris Barnes' fourth frame. He's got a 6-pin lead. As we welcome Jim Healy and his staff, our title sponsor of the 62nd U.S. Open here at Brunswick Zone, Carolier in New Jersey, leading us to the Uniroyal Tire. Rock and roll, Randy.
Dave Ryan, the most exciting event in sports, the sudden death roll-off in any sport, football, baseball, bowling, we've got it. PA gets 9, Mika gets 8, PA advances.
What do you think about that?
What we think, Patrick, is that was an incredibly exciting moment. Our first sudden death roll-off on TV in 2 years. Fourth frame for Chris Barnes, and Randy, it's been a disaster in majors for one of the most talented bowlers on tour. 0-7 in his career. Last year, Patrick Healy, Dexter Tournament Champions, where you did so well. ABC Masters, U.S. Open, all losses. Chris Barnes, why?
It's like the $64,000 question. You know, he's lost his last 8 games or 8 matches on television, 0-7 in majors. I think that's exactly what he needs to do, is just trust it.
That's trusting, all right.
There.
That's been his theme all year, to try to break the slump on television. In majors, his foes are averaging over 231. So he's running into some pretty good bowlers.
You know what's amazing is Chris Barnes actually has a higher rev rate and hooks it more than Mika Koivuniemi, but he's actually going straighter than Mika was in his matches. Chris Barnes has moved right, he's taken his hand out of it.
A lot to accomplish for Chris with a win today. By far, he would become the fastest bowler to 1 million. He told us last night that's important, but I'm 34 and was on the international circuit for a while for Team USA. Look at that, crossing over again on his try for a turkey.
Come on.
And the
Pry it
6-pin
off.
up.
Pry it off. Trust it. Let go of it. Easier said than done. The prestige of the U.S. Open title, the money, place in the history books. Not easy to get it off your hand when you feel like you're bowling in a phone booth.
Ups the percentage, 6-pin down. Single pin conversions. Let's head down to Leslie Goodell.
Guys, you'll notice that Patrick Allen is using the same kind of ball, but 2 different ones depending on which lane he's in. On the right-hand lane, he's using a ball that allows him a little bit more control. On the left-hand lane, the ball he's using allows him to be a little bit more loose and aggressive.
A little bit more back end for PA on the left lane.
Do I get the shot clock over?
A little more of a rolling type of ball. Both guys
Shot
have
clock's
used
like
all of
that.
their
Thank you.
re-racks. Again, PA finds
Appreciate
himself in the same situation he was in his previous match,
Much obliged.
trying to regroup after a huge distraction.
Relax.
Liked it off his hand. 6-pin up.
Good shot. Pretty similar to the last shot he threw, only he left a 6-8. Check this out. Watch that side roll that's going to make the ball grip the middle part of the lane and then start to hook up. Just a little bit left of that down the lane is perfect. A little bit right of that goes right through the nose. And I'm talking half an inch either side of that spot.
That's exactly what he told us last night, Randy. The margin for error, very slim, missed by just a fraction. You're out of the pocket on this challenging U.S. Open 40-foot oil pattern. But Patrick's message to us last night, soft hands on this pattern. Don't overthrow it.
Yeah, and the reason why, if your hand is nice and soft at the bottom of the swing, there's less chance of you grabbing it or overhitting it, thus keeping the ball on a much straighter, much more accurate line.
Now he's gone back to the same ball. So now he's no longer
Late help on number 10. He'll gladly take that break.
Catches the light swisher here. Nice little break. Still trails by 15.
Can't emphasize enough what a great year it's been for Chris Barnes outside of television. Second in points behind Patrick Allen. Fifth on the money list. Second in tour average behind leader Walter A. Williams Jr. Perfect shot. But on TV, the troubles have haunted Chris Barnes. Will it change today as he goes for his first ever major championship? We're coming to you from Brunswick Zone Carolier, historic bowling center, North Brunswick, New Jersey, not far from New York City. Dave, Randy, and Leslie, along with our entire ESPN PBA crew. Don't forget, coming up next on ESPN NFL Pro Bowl Skills Competition, as soon as we wrap up action, our live presentation of the 62nd U.S. Open. 25-pin lead potentially for Barnes with a strike. Good pin action, down they all go.
Show you that the margin of error is very minute today. Check this out. The ball on the right side of the screen is the one that strikes. The one on the left is the one that goes high. Obviously, Chris wants to throw a lot more of the ones on the right. And again, it's just a matter of inches. In fact, you could hit the same target, but get it off your hand poorly. And it's the difference between striking and going Brooklyn or missing the head pin right.
PA needs a strike. To be down 15, looks for a double, seventh frame. All 10 down for Patrick Allen, who leads the PBA Tour in points. He's got 2 wins, also tops on the money list.
Beautiful shot here. PA keeps himself in the match. A strike will cut Chris Barnes' lead to 5.
Max scores, there they are.
Has to put pressure on Chris Barnes to do that. He must strike here in the 8th frame.
Spinning Messenger won't take the 6 down, and it stands for Patrick.
Oh, yes.
Just mentioned the points list. The winner, the top 4, are off to the round of Super 16, which puts you in a great position to win the World Championship in Ypsilanti, Michigan, to come close to wrapping up our season, along with the Dexter Tournament champions in April. Harry Smith points title will go to the leader at the end of our season. And Patrick's in the driver's seat right now in that department, but here, Chris Barnes is standing in the way.
If Chris Barnes wants to win a major championship, he needs to strike in this frame. PA has given him the opening. It's up to him now to step through and take advantage of it.
Goes for the biggest turkey of his career, right here.
Wow.
He balks.
Seen that before.
Yeah.
Chris Barnes uses an extremely tight thumb hole. And watch this, right at the bottom of the swing. Whoops, something doesn't feel right. I better not let go of it.
15 pounds, that's not easy.
Just be you. Come on.
Goes as a shot clock violation. It's high. He couldn't overcome the distraction of that balk.
PA still not finished. Chris Barnes fails to put him away. Anybody's match.
On the cross, we'll show you his famous gaps from last year when he first his US Open.
You know Chris has had trouble.
Oh, help.
Look out, can you believe it? An open frame so late in the match for Chris Barnes.
Last year of the Masters, Chris Barnes right through the face to lose it to Walter Ray Williams Jr. Same situation. Last year's U.S. Open chops the same spare, the 3-6-10.
Unbelievable.
One pin match.
The lead has completely evaporated for Chris Barnes, but he rebounds nicely with a great ball there.
Still mine. Still mine.
He thinks it's still his tournament to win. How will Patrick Allen respond?
Here's where he chops the 3-6-10. But look at the way he rebounds off of that disastrous miss. He comes right back and dead flushes it on the left lane. Patrick Allen, 9th and 10th. Chris Barnes will finish the match on the right lane.
We already had one sudden death roll off. Could we have another one? How dramatic would that be? Avoids a split. Oh! Down goes number 10!
Are you kidding me? Come on.
All right, dude.
Still a one-pin match. PA strikes out in the 10th frame. Chris Barnes will have to match whatever Patrick Allen does in the 10th to win by one.
Right now. Right now. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
Shot clock violation. He's going to take it. Hey, forget about the fine that he has to pay. This shot is much more important than paying a $500 shot clock violation fine.
Oh! Number 8 this time! Can you believe it?
Patrick Allen doing his best. He hate me imitation.
Ain't done
Tripping
nothing.
the 6 into the 8.
Don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. Come on. Don't mean
Now
nothing.
PA takes a 9-pin lead.
Come on.
Trying to finish out in style. 10th frame. Look at how tight it is, folks. Don't go anywhere. Oh, 7-pin.
Threw that as great as he could possibly throw it in this situation and gets 9. Chris Barnes now needs to match exactly what PA just did. A strike, 9 spare. Chris Barnes will win by 1 pin.
Sorry.
All on his shoulders in moments. Gets the 7. And now it is official. Chris Barnes needs a strike plus a 9 spare to win the 62nd U.S. Open. Anything less, and Patrick Allen will win his first major championship and his 3rd title of the year. Got to be a strike. Gets it.
Showed some real serious Maple moxie with that shot right there. He doesn't hoop it up. He knows exactly what he needs. This isn't over. He knows he needs at least 9 spare or a strike to win his first major.
Anything less, Patrick Allen will win. Or could it be another tie? It's 9!
Chris Barnes is a major champion winner. What a huge break. That ball went right through the nose. He could have split. He could have got 6. He still needs a spare. If he misses
One more
it, we have a
pin,
tie.
Randy Peterson. One more pin for Chris Barnes to win his first ever major and break the 8-match TV losing streak.
Yes! 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 Yes!
The monkey is off Chris Barnes' back, finally.
That was awesome.
That makes up for a bunch of them right there. Woo! All right, Linda, Ryan, Troy, I love you guys. Yeah! You guys are great. You guys are great.
He told us he cannot live in the past. All the struggles on the majors, the
Mr. Weber,
8-match
we'll
losing
miss you.
streak, and a tribute
Thanks
to
for
Dick
letting us
Weber
be
as
here
well.
today.
What a moment for Chris Barnes.